The remaining windows rattle.
Sorry about that, chat.
Of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside? Actually, we're not talking to that other person. We can we can turn back to normalcy.
That was kind of weird. Kim, can you look inside this window?
No, I won't even try. You know.
Oh, right, your vision.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
Can you still shoot though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
His hand comes to that, and his shoulders. It's reflex.
I don't know how I feel. Nice catch. Thanks, Goblin Hunger. Yeah, we gotta. You know, here's my full fit. All right, you know, we got the monk strap boots. You know, we got the bell bottoms. Can't lose the bell bottoms. We have this amazing tie. All right, you know, I just can't put it down. You know, we've got our tank top. You know, it's a little bit dirty, but you know, that's why we have this big old, you know, our police overcoat. And I think our gardening gloves and our hobo hat just really bring the fit all together, you know? And then we have these swanky glasses. I hope you're doing well, Goblin Hugger. And if y'all haven't hugged a goblin, you can see how to safely do so over at Goblin Hugger's channel. They are an amazing person. Always playing some fun games, playing with some fun people, and always making sure to talk about Palestine and ways you can help out, whether you have money to spare to give to a charity, or if it's just making sure to not forget and keeping the word spread so it doesn't get forgotten. And I hope you're having a good evening, Goblin Hugger. Alright, the other trap should be somewhere up here. Ooh, there's a thing down there. There's a way inside. Where's this gonna take me? Nowhere. I see. Well, Virginia. Quick travel unlocked. Church. Wait, we have quick travel? There's a thing down here.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change. You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
I mean, let's call a random number. It's only 10 real.
Still calling.
Uh-huh.
This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
I might be. What's Pierre like?
So nice of you to find the time to call me. It gets so lonely. Even the animals have died.
That's not good.
Sure, you're Pierre. Your voice, it's different. There. Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum?
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not.
Is that the same number? 00524. No, it is not the same number. All right, I'm not just gonna burn all my money though. Well, is a mystery. I see another thing hidden over here. What do you have for me? Oh, it's a dead phone. I see. Oh, thought. Should come back here when it snows. Music is coming from somewhere on the ice. You're getting a lot of thoughts out here. Interesting. Full of holes. The posts hide treasure. Ah. Alcohol. Money. 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 Ooh. Healing. We do need magnesium. There's just little bits of money everywhere. I mean, geez, they just scattered it all over the place. Oh, yeah, it's the bottle I picked up. We'll sell that or trade it to someone for something. A drawbridge that can only be lowered from the other side. I see. Well, how about we break on through to the other side? Oh, okay, I guess we can't. Is there a way over there? Let's go down. Come up from... No. So maybe we can't get over there yet? Or maybe we meet someone that can get down over there. There's definitely stuff over on the other side of that bridge, so it looks like we're not completely open to the game yet. There's still some areas blocked off. Okay, back to finding that other stick bug enclosure. See if we can find the stick bug. I don't want to go over there. We'll find the stick bug and then we'll come back to the... There's a lot of places to loot. And I did say there was a church, so there's probably people to talk to there. 2.5 real. Damn. Barrel has been recently discarded. Interesting. How's the engine? Some kind of bunker there. There's the last trap. There we go. All right, will we find the stick bug in the last place we look?
It takes you a moment, but find it. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here. No locust.
The locusts have been eaten.
No phasmid either, but still.
Look closer.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a real monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
You get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with the trap. What if it was the phasmid? What if it ate them and got out?
Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We're not cryptozoologists. We're cops.
But Kim, we could be
In the
cryptozoologists.
coastal bridge,
Haven't you thought of that, Kim?
seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the Cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year.
Nice to meet you, Kim. How about we chill out, man? The ladder is too rusty to climb. Let's see. Scented scarf? I mean... Hold on. Nah, we can't get rid of the horrific necktie. Her best bud. And make a mental note. How Matiri. Seems important somehow. And the scarf, that seems interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like scenting your scarves is a bit odd. I do like scarves, though.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
This is
Probably
service
something
what?
that is no longer there.
20? What if I equipped the chain cutters?
An old door.
Nothing. The fact that it's a red check makes me leery. What do I have that gives me physical instrument? My current thing's giving me physical instrument. I don't think I really have much else that gives me physical instrument. Try and get a little bit better stats, yeah. So I wonder if we'll get something later. The game has been pretty good about not making things too impossible. There's usually some way to get bonuses or ways to improve things. Okay, so let's head back. Dude, this building had a lot of stuff to use our powers of being a protagonist on, and by that I mean steal. We're just gonna steal whatever's not nailed down, and if it's nailed down, I do have a pry bar, so we can try and steal those too.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why not?
It's a guano-encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as it is.
Aw, come on, Kim. Yeah! Filthy jacket! Alright, is this jacket gonna be like one of those JRPG swords where, like, it's broken and rusted over, but you spend a bunch of time upgrading and fixing it, and it's actually the most legendary, most powerful item possible? Probably not, but we're gonna try anyway. Hey, Cal. Welcome on by. Yes. The snoot is boopable. I feel like I'm kind of off to the side. Money. Now. Yoink. A wine canister. Oh, we have a person over here.
The smell, it's awful and familiar.
Hold on, it is awful.
Help. You can still smell it. Keep it in now. Don't overreact. Breathe.
Is it just rotting fish?
Don't be naive.
Oh no.
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness.
Oh no.
Death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Him. Something ain't right here.
The lieutenant has already brought.
We do have a scented scarf. We can shove that in our face.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the 2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
Whoever toasted here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's hard to concentrate in this.
Alright, before we look at the body, let's look at this. Alright. We find on this person.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper.
Oh, you gave a head pats. Unnatural angle. Oh man. It looks like he might have stepped through the floorboards and then fallen.
Has slipped between the cracked boardwalk.
Yeah.
Starting with the right leg. The fall
Damn.
has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made.
Who could he be?
Find some sunflower seeds and
Library
a
card.
library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
The man has fallen through a crack in
I
the
haven't
board.
found a library.
His head against the metal bench.
Only a
Coagulated
bookshop.
blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine or 1.5 of spirits. When damp, these boards are really slippery. Even a sober man could lose their balance here. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze.
It's also interesting how his portrait is very rough. A lot of like splotches of color compared to, ours and Kim's are much more refined. It's really interesting how this game conveys so much meaning in not just the art style, but just how much it what's the word I'm looking for? Like how much they render the art piece itself as well.
Height 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair. Stout build. Age approximately 50 to 60 years. There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. And
Okay, we already got that.
Very careful where you step here.
Examine his
Dry chunk
head.
of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. an open wound.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just the one at the back of his
Seems
head.
like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. Its mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Okay, electrochemistry, chill out.
Around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Rabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall. The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Looks like
this
one of
man?
the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
I mean, we just walked over here.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
At least this man knew how to party.
Damn it, electrochemistry! Chill the fuck out.
Now that would be just sad.
Label him as an alcoholic is a bit premature. We don't know anything yet.
We do know that he was married.
Wait, didn't... So there's a lady we talked to that owns a bookstore, but her husband doesn't stay there. He works elsewhere. Didn't she say she hasn't heard from him in a while? Library. Oh, fuck.
Let's not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
His adventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
What about the kebab?
About it. The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box.
Someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean. It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure. From where I stand,
What should we do,
I can
Kim?
see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on, what about a field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of sloppy?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
We found him. We should finish this.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
Alright, let's check that library card. No. No. Library card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library card
Mejean.
issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve. by M. Theobald.
Linden
The
Curve.
library stamp indicates that the book has been returned.
Sounds interesting.
Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
I see.
If
Interesting.
lost, please
Thinker.
return the card to the library. Dial 00502.
Okay, so I think we can call the library and ask about this man.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema.
Okay, we can call from the kinema. Good. And we're within the time range. So we can go ahead and do that. Find the right route around. Okay, hold on. It's 1649, so I can finish checking this area for quick things to loot. I think this is the last bit. Mega Beano's prescription lenses. +2 encyclopedia, -1 perception. Hold on, I gotta put them on. I need to take off my hat so I can see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we look like a person who reads a couple books, I tell ya what. Right. We gotta keep our Jamrock Sunnies though. Well, not our Jamrock Sunnies, our neat office shades. Actually no, I want Jamrock Sunnies. We need the empathy. We don't have very good our stats are a little bit unbalanced. You know, for some reason, when I found myself in this world through a dimensional mishap, I have been arbitrarily assigned stats that I think unfairly represent the character of myself. Because I think I should have like 10s across the board on intellect, psyche, physique, and motorics. So I think it's very unfair what it has done to me. And I don't think this is a proper representation of me. I demand a reroll. Alright, I don't want to talk to the drunkards. I need to go back across to Kim's car, which we can dash in. Kim's car. Dash in. That is a terrible port manure. Port manure? Port manure. Alright, so we go to the kinema. Check that, call those in, take the case, etc. Call the library. We need to check to see if the thing has defrosted anymore. We need to go to the bar and give him the stuffed grouse and maybe sing karaoke. I think if we give him the grouse, we'll be able to get a favor that he'll allow us to sing karaoke, which we will fail terribly. But we should still do it.
Inside,
I've never
set of steering wheels.
let my inability to sing hold me back from karaoke, and I don't think I'll let it do it to me in this game either.
Page.
Alright, let's ticket the radio.
57, how may I assist you?
I need to report a dead body on the Martinez boardwalk.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
We've got an unidentified middle-aged man, height 170, 175, dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against the metal
I
bench.
suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, it seems like an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
He was wearing boots, trousers, and an old leather jacket with a bright blue lining. Found his library card in his pockets.
Any information on the library card?
It's from the Central Jamrock Public Library and belongs to someone named Billy Mijan.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
We're taking the case, Alice.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this
Hey,
library details.
hey, I'm taking the
We
case.
send someone to take the body to the morgue.
Why are you giving it to Kim?
That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Connect me to the Jamrock Public Laboratory? Library?
Hold on. Officer.
The combination library laboratory. Oh.
I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
I'm looking for any information you can provide on Billy Majon, a reader.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment.
You should have returned a book recently. A glimmering circle? Glimmering scape? Glimmering something. Don't you buzz me.
Road Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside. A middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback.
I really like Shivers. I think... Check my stats. So I think I went with conceptualization, because like you can pick a specialization. I think if I were to remake, I think I would go with Shivers or maybe Inland Empire. Inland Empire has felt a little interesting. It feels a little metatextual, very instinctual. Shivers, though, Shivers has given me a lot of that feeling of similar to empathy, but just like the ability to imagine myself as another person, as a person, you know, what they're doing in their shoes. You know, it's that idea that, you know, that person on the street that you just passed, you know, they've lived just as much of a life as you have. They have had just as varied of experiences, and just that overwhelming feeling of the enormity of the human experience and lived life is just exponential to sometimes consider. So these like little snippets where we just suddenly get a, you know, very picturesque of like what this person somewhere in the city or somewhere in this world is doing is very interesting.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
Sure. What's his home address?
Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
Cape Side Apartments, Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, number 20.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Do you have any other information on Billy Majon?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
You know, someone who was.
Marie, do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
Maurice, what? A woman yells. Then, yes, okay. If it was the police, she starts explaining something.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
That's mean. You know the husband's
Sorry,
name.
No. Marie only knows him by sight.
Yeah, can you describe what Marie's husband looks like?
Marie, she said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
So this library card isn't Billy. No, the library card is Billy Majon. But Billy Majon isn't the person who died.
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Okay, so I thought this was like misgendering the person, but I guess Billy Majan is... Alright, so
Marie
let's...
knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
Okay, so Billy Majan's husband is the person who perished.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
I heard back about the serial number.
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Iranese pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict.
Okay.
So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Alright, do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Tremel. And the one before it was Downwen. I think they might be the same contractor.
Armor like this isn't mass-produced. It would have probably been fitted. Perhaps there's a record of who signed for this particular suit of armor.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Yeah, we do gotta know whose armor it was.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
You can take me to Sylvie again?
Officer.
Been a couple days since we called her. I wonder if it's better.
Yes, hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
You quit your job, why?
Leave the bar? Honestly, maybe, I don't know.
Okay, do you know how my paperwork ended up back there?
You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. Clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't...
Okay, that's kind of fair, Sylvie.
I am sorry about that.
I think I get everything I need.
You
Thanks.
hear the call break.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Okay.
7, over and out.
In the cabin, you see
Okay. Interesting.
Humpty Dumpty Dum Center.
Ah, already done, baby.
You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. On sprezzatura and sparkling wine. And, let's be honest, tax evasions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Dumpty Dum Center is the heart of this unholy symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
Yeah, it's pretty baffling how museums and art are used for tax evasion sort of things. And like, there's a lot of situations where it's like, it has to be a museum for you to, you know, write it off, but it's like there's not a clear definition of what a museum is. So the fact that it's a building that has a bunch of their art and, you know, it's technically open, but only if, like, you can reach it or, you know, if you pay an exorbitant sum. Like, it's just arbitrary gates to prevent it from, like, in my opinion, against the spirit of what a museum should be. I'm definitely not really a fan of private collections of art. Encyclopedia passives give 10 XP and 2 real. -2 suggestion, pretentious winker. I don't know what encyclopedia passives means. Is that just like whenever we get a passive encyclopedia check? If so, that could be interesting. A way to get more XP. And then once we get a whole bunch of XP, we can forget it to free up the spot for something else. So like, if we get 10 encyclopedia checks, it basically pays for itself. Plus we get money. The only question is if I'm understanding the encyclopedia passive part correctly. And if there's a way I can trigger this a lot. Probably through reading. Well, no, not through reading. Reading's very... apricot chewing gum? Ooh, I love apricots. Okay. Let's check on the thingamabobamajig.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream.
I need to get my pry bar equipped. I have my pry bar, and it's pry bar not strong enough. Fuck. Do I really? Is there really like a super pry bar I find somewhere? It was like we found that quest first day, but I can't continue it until I open the damn thing. Arr! Who the fuck are you?
Boy, am I ever so grateful to you, officer. But I'm not the only one who wants to thank...
Oh, right. We need to talk to Lena.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
I'm basically also a cryptozoologist now.
Well, in that case, sweetie, let me give you a small token of my gratitude.
Ooh.
It's a tie, Mesk in origin. The pin is an antique, quite special to the cryptozoological community.
A ribbon tie held together by a silver bird skull.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
An arachnid bird.
You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Okay, so I was right what it means by the secondary checks. And the fact that we get immediate response, interesting. Less worried about husband, Lena knows Morel's okay, has the green 8 pen, has the Terratorn eye.
You're an infused idiot, but you're still
God!
an idiot.
Damn it, Dubois!
We don't have time for Cryptozoology 101. Shall we?
Snake Eyes. Son of a bugger. Never told me you've seen the phasmid.
Hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
I do like the variety of voices and cultures in this game. You know, we've seen a lot of like very French, very German adjacent. Now we have, you know, like an Australian. I think it's really nice to have such a variety of representation in the game.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
Where was this one? How old were you?
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5 and a half in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
What happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
Interesting.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds.
Oh, did you follow it?
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Well, then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
Yeah, maybe it's an Insulindian snake.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
Looks at her with admiration, forgetting a wide smile on his face. Aww. His limbs are white?
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
How big was it?
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
Well, thanks for sharing with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one.
Ooh, wow, it gives +1 Inland Empire and +1 Volition. Interesting. But we gotta keep the horrific necktie. Like, come on.
I couldn't possibly shower thanks on you as enthusiastically as my wife has, but I am grateful for your assistance, officer.
He tries
No
to keep
problem.
professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay. And?
One of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yeah, there was nothing in the trap. No locust, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Of course, more clever.
Shut up, Kim.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locust and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps. Make them more secure.
You're just inventing a more intelligent phasmid, you fool!
Another trip to the reeds.
Exactly what it is. What a deft hunter, this phasmid.
Of course. Be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture, mine stands, okay? Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened? Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation.
No. Develop an
But
enthusiastic about the phasmid. Something up with the trap. Alright, let's take this.
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed. As though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
But what would
Damn it, Kuno!
Bugs.
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the gremlin.
my favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play Suzerainty, but no more field trips for
Gary, fuck off.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play Suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morale.
Fuck off, Gary.
Really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to.
Oh, that rhymed. All right, dude.
You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of Suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there.
Disappointment. All right, so let's talk to Gary.
Always a pleasure. I mean, officers.
So, Gary, you live nearby in an apartment?
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Of course.
Well, have fun
Can I help?
being menaced. About my bill for tonight.
Then
Nope.
why are you wasting my time and yours?
Hey, Gart, I found a new bird for the whirling.
What is this thing?
It's no biggie. I just thought it'd look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
This was mostly about the fucking cardio. Massive cardio here. You'll live till 90, or you get a heart attack from running.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
Yeah, Kim. Don't you love it when someone just brings you a random stuffed animal? Or just a random animal? Bonus points if the animal's still alive. For those who have cats. Bart, I need to sing karaoke.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man.
Where am I waiting for apologizing?
Causing more trouble. I think we're good.
It's part of my quest of self-discovery.
Whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the...
Why do you even have the PA system if no one's gonna use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
People got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
What the fuck happened that karaoke night? Bloody hell. Is that like the karaoke from, what is it, Kingsman? The sound that makes everyone murderous? When was the last time you had a band play here?
It's not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you.
I'm a real client. I pay my bills. I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's all right. I have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair.
Yeah! Time to fucking sing!
Machine.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself.
Too late. You belong here.
The stage is all set up for your performance.
Wait.
Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak.
Maybe I should switch up my equipment just in case.
You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now?
Oh no.
On the karaoke carousel.
Oh no. It's a red check, chat. That means we only have one shot at this. All right, hold on. Hold on. We need drama. All right, what's... Okay, so... let's put our other equipment... Ah, shit. Okay. So we get that. Do we have anything else that'll give us bonus to drama? That'll give us bonus to drama. Okay, we are... Well, we are slaying, all right, for a given definition. All right, is anything we have giving us malices to drama? No. We can put the book on. No reason not to. Okay. Let's save.
The stage is, you feel...
How does it look now?
Are you ready for your thing now?
Dress code, insane silk dragon? Ah! Look, Kim, I'm gonna sing karaoke.
I can see that.
All right, let's test the microphone real quick.
Loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand? Hands. Where do you put your hands?
Oh no. The hand conundrum. Too close to the mic.
There are some people out there, but mostly a post-meridian slumber has fallen on the premise. Not super lively. It would be wiser to perform in the evening, no? But the choice is yours.
Okay, so warm in the evening. All right, so we'll play in the evening. Okay, let's get our outfit off to the side. So it's going to be mesh tank top, silk robe, and the bow tie. I'm glad it seems like we have infinite inventory slots. What the fuck is this? Oh, it's that. Okay, I want shivers, physical instrument, and where's my horrific necktie? Or no, we have man from Hyamdal. Where is my necktie? There she be. Alright. Wish there was a way I could sort my inventory so I could put everything that's similar next to each other. That's a shirt. That's a jacket. That's a shirt. Okay, that's a jacket. Kinda just doing a bit of Tetris. Sorry about this. Those bug me. Okay. Okay, so we'll wait until the evening. So hopefully that'll fix things. What else? What else we have quest-wise to gander? All right, Kuno. Also, oh, let's see. It's the right time.
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling.
Still not the right time. God damn it. What fucking time do I need to look out the window? Ah, it's fucking raining. Still don't know how to get to the roof. Hey, Kuno, you fucking with them insects? Got some locusts.
Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, C.
Now they're gonna take you to lane prison!
What's this about?
Try everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno doesn't...
Okay. Back to the shack. Alright, what? Is there gonna be something new in here now? Crawling with locusts!
The hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows. Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for the insects.
Does Kuno collect locusts?
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
Precisely what I was thinking!
I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
I think the Insulindian Phasmid is nearby.
If anything, the presence of the locust points to the opposite. The Phasmid did not take the bait from the traps. It was Kuno. The Phasmid doesn't exist.
Kim, you're being such a downer.
What do I know? I'll let you handle the...
Damn it, Kuno, why'd you take our valuable little insects?